Welcome back to the basement, the friendliest place on YouTube. I'm standing here on some goodies, and I wanted to show you how the iron ore vein turned out. So here we have 8 blocks of raw iron plus 9, maybe 10 stacks of deep slate iron ore. Yes, 10, and then 2 individuals. In the other chests, I just wanted to have lots of room for stuff. Here's some of the goodies I got. We could go ahead and fortune these, I suppose. Although my inventory is kind of full of other stuff right now. So maybe we won't. This doesn't really matter. Here's some of the deep slate we got. And we're going to have to turn that into cobbled deep slate to do anything with it. And here's all the tuff we got. Probably 20 stacks worth of tuff. So there you go. Some other things have happened off camera. I tinkered with the tower a bit. You may remember in the last episode. Oh, don't show it. Did you see it? Who has a guess of what the material is? We had the spiral because I was just trying to make it easy to ascend while building. And then I thought, I'm going to put something colorful in that spiral. And I thought about lapis, and I thought about iron, and what I decided on was copper. And I added the rest of the smooth stone, but I ran out of andesite. So we're going to have to put more polished andesite in. And I'm wondering actually if I don't want to replace the andesite with something a little easier to come by, like polished deep slate, and something that would stick out a little more, because now the subtlety between the smooth stone and the andesite is so much more pronounced with that copper spiral in there that I just don't know if it's going to work. Okay, and then in the gaps, I'm thinking maybe glowstone, and then something in front of it, probably the dark oak, fence, as I said. Okay, let's take our silk touch and get rid of this stuff here. Because while it was cool to have it on display, I think that has run its course, and I want to kind of build something else in this area now. Is any of this falling through the portal? That's an interesting question. Let's make sure we get up all the stuff up here. And I'm probably going to need to use a dirt block to accomplish that. Holy smokes, the inventory is full. What I'm prepared for, actually, is to go do some acacia stuff. So I think that's what we'll actually go do. I've got the few saplings that I got on camera, but I want to, you may remember, I want to place some on the hill that's just out of view in the fog over there. Let's come into here and see if we dropped any of these into here. I should have counted how many there were before, but it didn't occur to me that they could fall through here. But of course they would, wouldn't they? We could experiment with that with some blocks of dirt. So if I were to take these and drop 7 of them through, they don't show up over here. We got 25 of the dark ore. But then if I come back through, will I get those dirt blocks back? As long as they faithfully made it through, which is a pretty impressive mechanic, I think, from a coding standpoint. Yeah, I did get them back. And look, the sun is setting. Oh, I wish this were lit up. There actually is some light on top of it, behind the little ramparts. Because I didn't want it getting too dark up there. And I don't know if we'll ever travel up to the top of that thing or not. And so I don't know if it's worth building a way up there or not. But I think it'll be fun to see that thing go green over time. Okay, let's do the acacia. What we're going to need, in addition to what we have, is our hoe and an axe. So we'll put the deep slate coal away. I guess we could put that there. And grab our tools. We're gonna want everything on us. I don't know that we're actually gonna need this on us. So maybe we could go like that. And then grab the tools that we need. Welcome to the continuation of this Minecraft series, this Minecraft playlist. This is episode 16 of a Let's Play, and if you didn't know, The building up of this world is all on camera. So there you go. Okay, it's the tops of these hills that are going to get the acacia trees. And that should flatten out as the chunks continue to load. And it does. We got to get rid of that oak tree. And we're going to use, actually, the acacia wood to build probably a couple of chests and a crafting table so that we can make the chests over here. And that should be interesting. I've got to fix this lava at some point. But I want to be happy with the top of the hill first. And I don't know how wide we'll have to spread these trees to make them not look goofy. And honestly, I don't know exactly how far apart to spread them. Ooh, it's kind of a tall hill. Whoops. To make them look natural. So what I'm thinking I might do is just plant them in every available space until it's full, and then see which ones grow and see which ones don't, and then reclaim those saplings. Okay, so here we have the top-ish, and this is why we're glad we have all this dirt. We're gonna use it. Let's put the bed down somewhere. Ooh, look at this. Interesting. Hello, brown sheep. Okay, respawn point set. So let's make this cliff. Actually, maybe we could use the oak. Although we're farming oak, aren't we? It'd be a shame to lose the oak just because we spend so much time farming it. So we won't. But we will take this dirt. Do we want to build up to this level, or do we want to call this level the level? Maybe we call it here. What are we on? 110. That's a nice round number. Isn't it? Isn't it? Agree with me? We don't need to build those up too. But we do want this here, I think. Yeah, how's everybody doing out there? The 2023 is fresh for me. I'm recording this on New Year's Day observed, according to my work calendar. This is the day I get off because New Year's Day was on a Sunday. And we always get Sunday off. So, feels like a bit of a ripoff if you don't also get a bonus day off, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's the thinking there. You know what? While I'm doing this, I should be waiting for the saplings to grow instead of using up all of our bone meal. So since we now know kind of the layer we're going for, let's plant some of these. We can shave this away later if we want. But the bed is over here. So, wow, look at all those flowers. So anyway, let's just... excuse me. I don't want to be on you. Spread a few of these out. And with a little luck, they'll grow while we're doing our terraforming, and we won't have to use up as much bone meal to accomplish what we're going to accomplish. And we'll probably just start the process here today on camera, and then do more of it later. We'll place a couple of stacks of dirt together, though. Sort of define our limits. I want to see where I can see this well. And do I want to go acacia how far? Maybe to here? Maybe to here. Maybe at least to here. So let's mark this. And then we know our limit on that side. And let's decide what our limit's going to be on the other side after we get this filled in here real quick. Digging up dirt by hand while I've got an efficiency 5 netherite shovel in my hand is always hilarious. Should we do that? I think we should. Okay, so we got ourselves a nice little curve here. It's coming along. We do want to fill this in. And possibly more. We could even put a 1 there and a 1 there. Oh, look, we have a tree already. Okay, so let's see, how far this way are we gonna go? Maybe to where the flowers start? At least to where the flowers start. So we'll go here, and let's mark this. Okay, so there's our limit on that side now. And we'll fill in this dirt here. And we'll start fortuning up saplings from the trees that are growing. And once we run out of grown trees to harvest, then we will, whoop. We'll start using bone meal. We'll just see how far we can get in a reasonable amount of time. I've learned, of course, that the more things I do off camera, the more ideas I have to have for on-camera activities. Because I could have built that on camera, and that would have been another episode. But we will add the glowstone and the fence on camera. I think that's my plan. Okay. All right, so let's see how many saplings we can get from this tree. Do we want to fill this in? This looks like it could be problematic. Doesn't it? Is there going to be any great stuff down here? Can we just cover it up and call it good? Maybe we want to light it up. What is he holding? Oh, just a shovel. Did that zombie catch that horse on fire? Did that zombie drop a carrot? Hey, there's a skeleton there. I think a little bit of light would be prudent down here. Just a little. Just a little. Hey, you don't get the high ground. No. I don't know if you know how this works. I am a superior. Spider live and let live. Okay, let's put some more torches around here. And then what do I see that's all light? Just some generic light source, perhaps? I thought maybe it was like bone or something. It would have been cool if this was a fossil, but no, it's just light. Okay, I don't think we need any of this coal, or even any of this iron. We certainly don't need a carrot instead of gunpowder. And we could combine these torches so we could pick something else up. What is this? Prot 3 gold pants? Yeah, we don't have that capacity for this kind of nonsense. Don't do it, Spider. Spider. Do you know how close you just came to a fiery instant death? Can you knock it off? Look. Nonviolent resistance. I'm being passive here. There, see? He's de-aggroed. I'm sorry, human. Well, is the Minecraft main character human? This is an important question. Although not that important. Okay. All right. Let's... Oop. Okay. So let's go after some saplings here. We'll see what we get. And then let's use the acacia wood to make a crafting bench and then a chest. And then we can put some of the dirt and bones and stuff away. And really get going with our original goal here. Oh, good morning, Cat. Cat has made her way in. Okay, we started with 0 saplings in the inventory. Now we have sticks in the inventory. Let's take the flesh out. See how many of these we end up with. The sun is going down, so we're going to have to sleep. Am I even picking up the wood? I'm not. What a mess. 11 saplings, though. We only started with 12, so that's pretty good. Spider, you're not going to suddenly attack. There, now we have 12. You're not going to suddenly attack, are you? All right. Sorry. You died on my bed. Cat, good morning. Hello? She disappeared. It's a beautiful morning on Acacia Plateau. Let's pick up these acacia logs. Good. Okay. And then we'll make all of them into planks. like that. And then one of them into a crafting table, which we dropped. Pick it up. Come on. Too many sticks. That's a problem. Okay. And then we can stick this here. And we'll make a chest. And stick that there. And then get rid of some stuff. The dirt is important for our mission. The bones are important and overkill probably for our mission. And then we have superfluous stuff. But we can pick up the rest of these things now, which is wonderful and highly encouraged. And we can try and get up here to fortune hoe this stuff and end up with many more saplings and probably many more sticks. You really don't have to craft sticks, I find, if you are a proficient tree farmer in Minecraft. You can create a lot of torches from the sticks you harvest just from tree farming. So fun fact. Here's a fun fact for you. If you ever catch me crafting sticks in this series, let me hear about it. Say, hey, you shouldn't be doing that. You probably have stacks of sticks at home in chests. You silly goose. Okay, let's make some more planks. And we can turn these all into chests if we wanted to. But maybe we shouldn't make any more planks. I don't know if these are going to be more useful as planks or as logs, because the logs are kind of interesting. Okay, so now what I think we can do is we can just start bone mealing this. Did I just hear a spider? Quiet, sheep. Oh, that's a short one. A short little fatty. And actually what we could start doing with the excess, excuse me, a little bit of single player console lag there. It's gone now. We can start putting the excess saplings along the ridge and see if we can't get some forever trees. Now that our sapling situation is doing well, we've got several planted strictly for harvesting and several in our inventory. So I think, yeah, and there's another one. I think we can start planting these then. Okay, so let's start over here. Okay, these are not for harvesting. They're for growing. We don't need them here. We're just gonna plant a line. And how many more saplings is it gonna take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 30, 40, 50. Wow! See, that's a cool one, but it's too far from the edge. So it's got to come down. And we need those sweet, sweet saplings from all these leaf blocks here. I'm really glad I discovered the use for a hoe. I used to think hoes were totally superfluous as an item, or basically superfluous. It's like, who would spend precious diamonds, let alone netherite and enchanting? But now I do. Although there's no netherite on this yet, of course. One day there will be, because efficiency 5, mending, unbreaking, and fortune, all to the max. I mean, why would you not want to preserve this thing? If for whatever reason I carry this into the nether, and I could think of reasons why I would do that, and then something were to happen to me, and that thing were to happen near lava, I would want the tool to survive, right? So, oh look, here's another one. Yeah, this is tall. So we want tall ones if we can. So maybe, well, you know what? We want them of all size though. So if we get short ones on the edge where they're permanent, we'll leave them. And remember what the idea is we're going to scaffold up with something. Dirt, maybe? What I really got to do is figure out scaffolding. Actual, like, bamboo scaffolding. Because that stuff works wonders as well. And I'm in the Dark Ages. Still scaffolding with dirt. Which works great because you have a ton of it and shovels. You know, we've got a wonderful, efficient shovel in our inventory. So, I mean, you know, why not? Okay, we could start storing this. Maybe we'll put these on this end. Like this. It'd be cool to end up with a stack of these, because it's an interesting log that we can use to build with. Okay, and the sticks can go there, and the oak can go maybe like that. And we don't have anywhere for the flesh. That's okay. All right, 15 more saplings. While we're waiting for these to grow, let's throw them down. I don't know if we need to stick them in the inside corners or not. Have we done that anywhere so far? We haven't, so let's stay consistent by not doing it. Okay, and those were all just waiting to grow, although honestly, they're kind of close. We don't want them to interfere. What the heck is that? That's a really big oak tree. Over there. Huh. We don't want them to interfere with that, so let's keep the farming trees on a different Y level than 110. Don't need you, or you, or you. This is a good spot for this. We also don't need any of this. Okay, let's plant the rest of these over here. Ooh, it's raining. And we'll keep going. Other stuff in this episode. Okay, so that one's a keeper. Other stuff in this episode. I want to build. I want to do some building on the tower over here that we can't see anymore because it's raining. And I want to build around the portal at 00 near our starter house, as well as make the mine entrance better. And that's maybe a lot for this episode. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how long I keep momentum here. But this is a very farmy task we're engaging in right now. So it's the kind of thing that some people love, and it's the kind of people that some people click away from. And maybe not the best thing to start the episode with. I don't know. I try not to think about YouTube strategy out loud too much while doing these videos, because that's kind of a different audience. Not totally a different audience, but it's a subset of the audience. And the more you appeal to specific subsets, the less you appeal to... But again, that's more of me talking the strategy. Can you get that one? Thank you. We got a stick and a sapling from that. Is this an official rainstorm? Like thunderstorm? I haven't seen any lightning or heard any thunder. Can we sleep right now? We can't. Okay. All right, so we keep going. I do want to see how many saplings I've got currently. I think we can just keep going with this. That we're not going to have to replant for the sake of the farming. And if we do, we can take them from between existing trees that we feel like probably aren't going to grow. And we don't want them to grow too close together. Okay, we want them to look distinct and unique from a distance. And if we change our mind, we can always plant more. But I would rather not try and cut one tree down while other trees exist. Excuse me, sheep. Okay, so we should probably get rid of some of these so that one can grow. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's get rid of some of these as well. 1, you're a pretty horse. 2, 3, 4, 5, because here's a tree now. Let's get rid of these 4. Okay, and then we can plant these over here, and then we can harvest some more. This is fun. I'm having fun. I wanna keep going so we can sort of see, because ticks will stop, right? Simulation will stop when we're over there, The copper's not aging right now, for example. So neither are these trees. Will these trees be actively having opportunities to grow while we're over there? Ooh, it's getting dark. Stick a light by our bed. Actually, maybe we could stick the bed. Under here so we can sleep where it's dry. I should have kept going in the rain. But I wanted to set my spawn point and I didn't know. I didn't know if this would keep going. Oh, I didn't know if it would make me sleep or not. So maybe it was night and just regular rain, or maybe it was a legit thunderstorm. It's hard to say. We don't have a Minecraft clock going anywhere. And that's fine. I wonder, could you create a Minecraft calendar using redstone? Where like every time it becomes day, it adds a piece of stone from a chest above to a chest below by opening a switch on a hopper for a tick or something. And then so you could count the number of days that you were into your world since the time you got it set up. That would be interesting. I know that in Java, right, it keeps track of a bunch of things, like how many blocks you mined and stuff like that. There's statistics, how many hours you spent in the world. And I guess I could see how many hours I've spent in this game, but not per world. The Switch doesn't really work that way. It's more per software total. Or by year. I should fill this land in. Or waiting for more trees to grow. We really did not need as much bone meal as I thought we maybe we're going to need. Oh, we need one more sapling. And we should be able to grab some from either side of this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey! And we grab these few as well. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if we need one there or not. Did I drop any down here? I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, cool. We basically got them all planted here, don't we? Let's grab some dirt from over here in our chest. We'll eat a little too. And fill in that area that I saw. Over here. It's going to bother me to know it's here. Maybe we could... If I had 2 water buckets, I'd be tempted to fill it with water. But we don't, so instead we'll fill it with dirt. And then I think we'll move on. I think we've got enough going here. Now, does this become the Acacia farm? I suppose it does. We don't really have a reason to come over here, though. I really just wanted them there for decoration. So maybe there's an Acacia farm somewhere else. And maybe we don't farm Acacia, because my goodness, it really is sort of a pain in the butt tree to cut down, as you may have been noticing. That is, we've got some exciting shapes going on here. More dirt. We will have to cut down the rest of these trees that aren't a part of the first row here. And once the first row is established, then we'll go for not additional rows. That's kind of what I made it sound like, but rather we'll go for building some on top, right? Because that's what I want to do. I want to put a dirt block on top of an acacia tree, maybe in the leaves, like set it on that block there, for example, and then plant another sapling, right? So we get tall acacia trees. An idea I actually had and played with. Cat? Yes, you are in trouble. She just froze and looked at me with wide eyes. She's on my work desk, which is different than where I am now, but in the same room, messing with stuff. She needs attention. She's a very needy cat sometimes and a very independent cat sometimes. Isn't that the way that cats are, though? Okay, See, let's get that as well. So that really didn't take as long as I was kind of fearing. We got a lot of saplings and a lot of wood, incidentally. In a relatively short amount of time. At least it feels short. I know it's on camera, again, like I said. So maybe not short for you guys. But I digress. That's dirt up here. My plan was just to get rid of all the trees that aren't part of the frontline trees, so we can go and get a good look. But I suppose I have to unplant a few saplings in order to do that, otherwise they'll just keep growing. But if they do, then I'll cut them down. But if they don't, then I won't wait for them. I'll just boop them myself. This is one, though. So let's get this one. Plus, the extra time that goes by allows the trees on the front line a chance to grow. So we have a more developed sense of what that's going to look like, which is cool. Let's get rid of these, and then dirt. And then hoe. Tower's looking good over there. Building on sort of the edge of visibility is an appealing idea to me. And having lots of different places, I kind of don't want, like, I'm glad our storage space is not bigger than it is, because I kind of want to store some things in different buildings and remember that and have a spread apart storage system. And while that may be inefficient from a steps standpoint, every other world I've built in Minecraft, I feel like, and take the word every with a grain of salt, but many other worlds, what I tend to do is build one storage, one mega base and one storage unit inside of it. And then I don't really ever get to see the outside of the base. But the outside is kind of the fun part for me. Okay, let's think about, do we need any of these saplings here? I don't think we do. Certainly not these few. 2, 3. That one can go away. Okay, and the couple that are next to this one can go away. Maybe that one will grow in an exciting direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think all these could go away. Yeah, so as far as an actual acacia farm is concerned, I think that could go somewhere else. But we'll leave a fair number of these saplings over here. There's a stack of them. And look, we've got more growth. We can get rid of all these saplings here. Yep, and then probably 2 of these. I wouldn't mind if one of those 3 grew. Probably not this one. There's the lava down there. Okay, one of those 2 could grow. That one could grow. I do have a ton of bone meal still. So maybe we force the issue now. We've been patient. There's one. Which one will grow first? The one on the right. Okay, now which one with this one? Probably want that one to grow. Okay, good. And then, there's spots for 1, 2, 3. So that's 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5. So that's our sapling right there. That's the one that we want. Oh, and this is the edge. Well, this is the edge. Yeah, bye, cat. Get out of here. You attention-seeking little stinker. What is there room for that one to grow? I don't know. Let's invest in this one first. Okay, and then in this one. Yep, cool. Okay, so we have our whole line of trees. And we will plant on top of, I don't know, every other one or something and see how it looks. But I want to see how this looks from a distance. Boy, we only used this once, didn't we? We could leave it over here. Especially if we're going to leave... Let's see, how many trees do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 9 of them, or 8 of them, ought to have one on top. So yeah, if I take a stack of saplings home, I can leave the rest here. These 15. And we'll leave some of this here. And take the rest of this home, right? We could leave behind a stack of bones, because that may be useful. And we'll need some of the dirt for scaffolding. And that's all we can carry anyway. Where's our bed? Is it in our inventory? It is. Okay, well, let's head back anyway. While it's dark and rainy. I can jump into this water. And we'll see how it looks from a little bit of a distance. Ooh, cool. If we have the lava coming from more than one spot and a little higher up, that could light up the trees for us. We could stick some torches on the back sides of the trees. That may look terrible, though. I don't know. Maybe it's okay it's dark when it's dark, and it's visible when it's light. You could barely see it through the dark rain here. Ooh, that's a creeper. I see him. Well, see you later. What do you got, a sword? Is it any good? We won't know, because we can't pick it up. Let's see. What do we got here? Bane of Arthropods 2, looting 1. Not bad for an iron sword from a mob drop. However... Oh, it's finally dry in here too. See? How nice is that? Spiral looks good from the inside. Yeah, not a bad sword for a mob drop, but not nearly enough. Okay, we got all this, which is good. Polished deep slate. I can turn this into buttons. But how many buttons? I wonder. I want some buttons. Does it matter if it's in here or not? Can you make buttons in here? You can't, actually. And how many are we going to get? Now, wait a minute now. I thought you could make polished deep slate buttons. Polished black stone buttons. That's what I'm thinking of. Okay, let's get this out of here. And we're really going to have to get organized at some point. How far are we into the episode? 40-something? So let's dump some of this stuff in here. There's a lot of tough and deep slate. These are kind of organized-ish. This one is not. This one's got some space. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, we've got some organizing to do at some point. I guess we can stick all the acacia stuff in here. And the bone meal, that makes sense. We don't need to stick the oak in there unless there's room for it. And there is. Don't need to stick a carrot in there. We do need to make some more torches. That's a superfluous bed. Let's make some torches. Thank you. Okay, and so glowstone. Do I have the glowstone over here? Yes. 50. Not any there. And with all those sticks, we can make a bunch of dark oak fences. Do we have dark oak planks already? There we have a dark oak fence. Is that blackstone? No, it's deep slate bricks. Oh, here's some more glowstone, though. That could come in handy. There's some more of that. Oh, these are stairs. Can you turn stairs back into planks? I don't think so. pretty sure there was a point at which you definitely couldn't. Or like slabs into planks. That would be nice. But you can't. Okay, there's no more of that. So let's take some of the dark oak, this. And we'll have to think about how many stairs we want to make. And let's grab some dirt. So we're going to put the stuff on the inside of this tower here. And where's all of our dirt? It's in the junk drawer over here. Okay, this will be enough. It'll be more than enough. I really don't think that one plank is going to make a difference. That one dark oak plank is going to make a difference. Okay. Yeah, no, we don't want this happening. Any more of those? We've got to get this buttoned up. All right, let's do this side and then the other side, and we'll see what we have left over. I did an MLG water on this floor, and because it's built of slabs, the water ended up underneath the floor, which is hilariously unfortunate. Okay, I'm going to stick the gold stones starting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half. Gotta do it. So that's 6. So we need to count how many of these it is. Or we could just say we started with 60 gold glowstone. And it should take the same number to do each side. Okay, we can bust through this, although we're going to want this on the hotbar to do it. Okay, dupe and dupe. Okay, so we're down to what, 33? So that took 17. So I could do 2 more sides. Oh, look at our trees over there. Very cool, especially if we make every other one twice as tall and with weird angles and stuff too. Okay, we need a way down from here. Do I risk attempting the MLG? We drop on the dirt, that's what we do. Huh, good job, me. Okay. We can actually dig this down as well, because we're not going to need it here really anymore. Although I can get rid of the rest of that off camera, that ugliness there. Instead, we go back in and we do another glowstone pillar. I think this one is the second most important. Okay, so this is going to take 1734, a stack of the fences. And the fences are made with, let's see, you get 3. So we can make 66 with 22 sets of that. So we need 88 planks and a bunch of sticks. 44, I suppose. So there's 64, 72, 76, 80, 88. Okay, and there's no, and 44 sticks, right? Yeah, for 66. Boom, and we still have some sticks left over. That's 64 plus 7. Right, so once we dirt up to here, we said this was the second most important, right? Yeah, this is the one we'll see coming back from the whatchamacallits, right? The village. Okay, so we switched to glowstone instead of dirt here. I think we'll just do 2 of these. We can go 3 and then 1, 2. Actually, is there any reason why I can't do a bunch of these? While we wait, because we do have the sides to place them on. Don't forget about this gap here, though, Peter. Oop, nope, don't want it like that. Come down, you. Did I catch that? I don't know. I guess we'll know if we're down 17 fences by the time we get to the top. Okay, then dirt here. And no fences. Oop. Oh no, that's a stair. I used a stair because I had a bunch of leftover stairs and I wanted to be smart with the resources. Okay, and this here. Ooh, is that? Doesn't quite connect, does it? Because of the slabs. There may be a little cleanup work to do. Boom, okay, 2 done, and we're almost out of glowstone. The first one brought me down to 33 from 64, is that right? No. If we're down to 6, oh, from 60, then it cost us 54, so 27 each. Dare I attempt an MLG water here? I will die from that fall. I think, even with feather falling 4, although I'm not 100% sure. What is next to, oh, a wandering trader. Hey, I wonder if his name is Trader because he's a traitor. Like, Trader? Traitor. This is the non-MLG way to do it, which I'm fine with. Okay, and we can see how this looks from this side, because we don't really care how it looks from the other side yet, because we're going this way. And it's not going to look like much in the daylight, I don't think. Oh, but we don't have the fences in place. Well, I guess we could see it without the fences first, and then we could see it with the fences later. I think it's coming together, though. And I do think we should have deep slate in the corners, maybe. One of the lighter modes of deep slate, maybe deep slate bricks instead of the andesite. It's just too subtle a difference between the smooth stone and the andesite. Okay, we'll give that a chance to get dark, and then we'll look at it some more. And my goodness, I know I say it all the time, but I really need to get this stuff into chests over at the new base ASAP. At least I could stick these things where wood things go, I think. That could be smart, because there's room for that and that in here. Not these, though. But you know what? We'll take the sticks, because we need them. Okay, let's look at the tower while the light is fading here. I want to see what it looks like. It's looking good, I think. Take a quick run over here. Yeah, that glowstone in there lights the whole thing up. Especially when we stick it in the other sides. But I do think the fence in front of it probably looks good, the dark oak fence. Okay, let's sleep over in the starter house. And what will this be? This will be a storage shed of sorts, I think. We could make it exclusively like tree farming stuff, since it's just a bridge over this way to the dark oak and the spruce. And since the regular oak and the birch are done up here. Hello, zombies. I don't know where acacia and jungle could happen. And then, of course, we also have crimson and warped and mangrove swamp to think about. Is there anything else other than that? I don't know. Okay, so what do we want to do with this? I want to make this wider and possibly taller, and maybe there will be a little terraforming here, because I don't like the way that this comes up to here. But also we need to do some other responsible things with the portal itself. So let's take some stone. Let's start with 8 stacks. Like that. And then we'll jump down here, since this is like the tiniest jump in the universe, and see about making bricks. That's a 1-to-1 ratio. Can we do the same thing here? we can. But since we're doing an even number, does it even matter? This is going to give us 1 stack, right? Yeah. So we may as well just do it here. It's actually easier here. Oh, but you know what? We're going to want some of these. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 24, 48. So let's get 48 of those, and then the rest of them can be this. We're going to build ourselves a little tower here. We're also going to want some dark oak, and we're going to want some polished blackstone. And we must have blackstone around because we've been in the nether quite a bit. Here's blackstone. So if I take a stack of blackstone and I stick it in here, I can get blackstone stairs. I can get polished blackstone. And I think from polished blackstone, I can get polished blackstone buttons. What is this? Doesn't say. Not unless you come over here. The interaction with the stone cutter, chiseled polished blackstone, 1-to-1. That's probably something you can only do in here. Can you make chiseled blackstone buttons, I wonder? Okay, let's make a stack of this and put it back in. Okay, I don't see buttons. There's our buttons. 64. Do we need 64 of them? We're going to make 64 of them. Okay. All right, so let me show you guys what I'm thinking with this. I'm thinking we want to enclose this, but we'll have the wall stick out just a little bit. So let's go up 5 for now. And we'll do the same thing here. We can start with 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3. Okay, then this has got to be the entrance, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Well, that really goes right up against it, doesn't it? But now it's enclosed, which is good. Okay, so here we have 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 5, 4, 5, I should be saying. And then what I want is 5 by 8. So it's 5 wide, so it needs to be 8 tall. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's 8 tall. 5 by 8 is the ratio of my old computer monitor that I use when I make thumbnails. It's 1680 by 1080? Is that right? Something like that. At any rate, it's great for me because it's a little taller than a thumbnail. When it's as wide as a thumbnail, maybe it's 1280 by 1680. I don't know. I'd have to look into that. But I like the 5 by 8 ratio. It's easier to do in Minecraft than 9 by 16. You can do 5 by 8 smaller. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to build up like this. And then we're going to build sideways. And it'll look weird unless they're attached somehow. So these are going to represent bolt heads. So, like this. Oh, and then we really are going to be interfering with our own tree farm here, aren't we? That's okay. We could shave a layer of trees back. We could put the front row as the new back row. We'll just tear them down, we'll harvest them, and then we'll add whatever. And then I don't know how tall this is going to get, but we're going to have to play with different heights until something feels right. But I do know that it feels right to be building it the size and shape that we are. Feels right to me. Yeah, we're going to have to get rid of this row and move it back there. in order to keep a stack. Who says you have to have 64 saplings planted? You could have 56. That would work. You wouldn't harvest as many per harvest, but maybe that's okay. So we're going to get one layer of this done, and then we're going to look at it and see what we think. We may add, because we're low on dark oak, right? I need to do some farming off camera. That gives me a task to do. We may add some more stone brick, though, to see how it looks. Okay, let's kind of work our way down here. And then, wait a minute. Yeah, we've got these in the way. That will not do. Okay, we could do a little more of the wood if we wanted to do a second layer. Do we want to put these down, but have them be the level of the floor? Yeah, let's start with that. We've got a zillion of these, so we can build more. Okay, let's see how this looks. It's gonna look a little short, I think. But yeah, kind of cool. What do we think of the buttons? I think it adds a little bit of interest. A little bit, okay. Now, obviously, we've got a problem here with the sides. Do you see what the problem is? I do. Is it flatter over here? It is. Well, not really, actually. Do we have dirt? Barely. Where's all our dirt? Is this gonna be covered up? Yeah, that's higher. So no, actually, we're gonna dig down here. And there'll be more stone brick here. Okay, so here's the plan, though, to cover this up. Well, maybe I don't have enough of these, so we'll start at this level. We're going to cover it up just like that. See that? And it is still visible from the top. But it actually adds just a tiny bit of depth, which I like. Now, it has to go all the way down to the ground. But it doesn't need to go up any higher than that, I don't think. So do we bother with... This is visible from the inside, right? So it makes sense to have it there, but I don't know if it makes sense to doggedly preserve. So we'll go like that. Yeah. See, and I used to think it looked weird if a horizontal log ended with a vertical log. Like, what's holding it up there? But with these buttons here, right, looks natural. Now, maybe we stick some dark oak fence or something here to add a little bit of depth to the front. I don't know. Maybe with the size that it is, it not being too large, we just leave well enough alone. Let's grab some extra dirt here, since we're gonna need to fill this in. Okay, and then the rest of our wall. I made way too much of this. I made twice as much as I needed to, because I was thinking I might put it on the back wall and the front wall as well. Now we could make the portal taller. We want this thing taller, right? Do we? It looks a little fat. I think we could make it taller. But maybe not like, I was thinking at least 3 layers, but maybe 2 is enough. And by which I mean like twice as high as it is now. Okay, we're gonna need dirt for scaffolding. Or something. There's some dirt in there. Get rid of these flowers. Look at this inventory nonsense we've got going on here. Okay, dirt. So dirt to go up, and then more stone brick, and then more wood. Now, one good, compelling reason to make this taller, I think, is because we want to be able to look out on our domain. This will be a good observational deck where we can see the tree, the cows, the tree farm, the cows, the enchanting area for now, the beginning enchanting area, that crop, the starter shed, this tree farm, right? And the house over here with tower. We won't be able to see the acacia trees, and we certainly aren't able to see the village. But every time I've pulled up here, because, okay, there's 1, so I'm gonna need 8 more here. So we'll start with 3. We got 5 to go. Every time I've pulled up with like some kind of ore to see what I get when I fortune it, I've paused and looked around and enjoyed it. And it's good to have kind of a whole world perspective, you know? So yeah, that's a good thing. And this will be a way we can do it without having to have the excuse of having a stack or a half stack of some kind of ore to fortune in order to, you know, justify going up high to look at the world. Although it's kind of a nice treat when it's occasional and rare. Let's go ahead and go 3 more, because that'll make it flush with the top. Is this 4? No, that was 3. 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. Okay. I know I said I was going to go 8, but it's 8 between the logs, so to have a layer behind the log is important also. And that is the 9th layer per chunk here, per whatever. Okay, so we're going to have enough, I think, to do the verticals and then the sideways. I wasn't counting how many that was. Was that 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we go 1 more. Right, and then we put our buttons on. And this will give us an idea of how... Oops, how silly this may look. Okay, there's a button on the ground. Let's go grab it when we come down. We'll need 5 here, so then I can put a few on the sides. And then we're pretty close to out of dark oak, I think. 1, 2... May as well complete this one. Okay. All right, cool. We don't want water to put out the deal. Let's put it here. It should be pretty harmless. Ow. Well, that's gonna actually flow a long ways. Take out a torch or 2 here, I suppose. But it should go away then, too. We're washing away some flowers, too. What a disaster. Look at this go. I should have just jumped down. Okay. That looks good, though. And maybe we do want a 3rd layer for height. I think probably a 3rd layer. And then we'll stick a ladder in there and we'll see how the world looks from the view of the top of that. But you know what? I'm out of time for today's episode, so I'm going to tuck in here safe and sound inside of my house and bid you adieu. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time in the basement.